อร่อยนะ
Revelio.
I hope school's... I can't wait till all my sisters are at Hogwarts with me. They're
Revelio.
I wouldn't say Professor Howard has a particular affinity for me, but she's certainly not.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Revelio.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
I think it's rather unique.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Miffler's Fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a
Revelio.
dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. No offense. Sorry. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves. I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
If I didn't have that fireplace to sit next to, I think I could compare
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable. remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. It cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants. Kindness and concern are as necessary.
It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Revelio.
Bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries,
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Revelio.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
A well-prepared...
Revelio. Your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the Mallow Sweet and...
Revelio.
That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Not again.
Oh, the smell.
Dragon Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp wasn't happy. Leave me out of your grand plans next time.
Sorry to hear that. Hopefully he's already forgotten about it. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
Nicely done.
Accio! Incendio!
Good one.
Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Levioso! Hey! Levioso! Stupid one!
There goes my wager.
Potato! Stupid one!
You're better than that! Fringo!
Stupid one!
Fringo!
Stupid one! Accio! Levioso!
Like a winner.
Reparo! Levioso! Levioso! Come on! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
That was nothing. I'm just getting started.
If the best duelists in the school weren't enough competition, then perhaps you should consider transferring to Durmstrang. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it! You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Revelio. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool, essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see. Revelio.
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken.
I am. It's my calling, though I'd wager my finest without my carts and my livelihood. Who knows when I'll be able to...
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts,
They must have come this way. Think!
Revelio.
They say you're hard to hit.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Target practice.
Leviosa, Protego! Accio, Incendio.
Die for that.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Siema, siema. Tam. Jak tam zdrówko? Awada kadabra, nie? Jest to jego przewodnikiem. Dobra.
Oh, I'm gonna eat. Take up, we can hold them off.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll send you.
Incendio.
Ujdzie jakoś. A tam jak? A tam? Zależy w którym mieście. Ja ogólnie jest okej. Aga chora, ja też się chyba rozchorowałem teraz. I tak to jest okej. Do pracy mi się nie chce chodzić. A u ciebie?
You're right.
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills.
A przerzuciłem się na Hogwarta, bo Cyberpunk cały czas mi crashował.
Dispatch me to get to you.
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students.
Jej żona. Kurczę, ma trochę dość tego Hogwartu. Tam lesbijka, wszędzie kolorowi i nie ma ani jednego białego protagonisty. No, oprócz może jego kolegi i to wszystko. Wszędzie geje, lesbijki, kurcze i Turki. To jest grane. Co ty gadasz? Poważnie? Magic? Ja cię kręcę. To tam, gdzie ja pracuję, też gościowi łeb zmierzyło. Mój brat akurat to widział. To jest tak, jak ludzie wsadzają łeb tam, gdzie nie trzeba.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Uciął?
These vine
Cisnął, a zmierzyło.
dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Dobrze. Lepsze na miejscu, niż jakby się musiał męczyć.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin.
Piernicze.
I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret.
Nie chciał się wyłączać.
No one has yet managed to figure out how they work.
Tak bywa.
But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component
Jak się jest debilem, to jak się zostaje.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see,
Znaczy ja jeszcze nie rzucam,
Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center.
ale mam taki zamiar.
Started me thinking, what if
the Mallowsweet is meant to be
Gdzie
placed at the
zobaczę?
center of the symbol?
Awataka dobra.
Precisely. Would you like to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell.
To widziałem jego reviewa. Zajebisty był z Hogwarta.
Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Podobały się jego takie komediowe zacięcia w tych reviewach jego.
Disappeared.
What should I do now?
this is uncharted territory.
Gotowy.
I'm curious about
Zobacz.
these pyres.
Accio. Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Okej. Jeśli tam jesteś, to polecam przerzucić się na YouTube'a albo na Kika. Tam akurat jest mniej reklam. A, to wszystkie mam zrobić.
Incendio.
Jeszcze gdzieś są? Jej, udało się.
Yes, how beautiful!
Merlin.
What a day! I can
Ten z
hardly
dwóch.
believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed.
Indeed.
However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Po tej grze zacznę mówić z angielskim akcentem w robocie.
Not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallowsweet,
Brytyjskim, no?
which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off.
Się
Such a
nasłucham
pleasure to meet you.
i zacznę głada.
And do be
Nie,
careful.
po polsku to nie wychodzi.
Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the
Abata
safety of my
Awata.
notes and books.
Dojagamy Abata Awata. Abata Awata. I se zniknęła. A już myślę, że to glitch jakiś w grze. Dobra, to co mam zrobić teraz? Misja. Znajdź blokujące strony. Zadanie profesora Charta, brak dostępnej misji. Bus albo przewóz. Do bramy. Dobra, chodźmy tam. Posażenie. Co? O, wolę to. O, 11. Górnej. It's Tuesdays in it. It's Tuesdays in it. Tuesday. 6, 9, 11. Pewnie uwierz, czemu nie? A, muszę za każdym razem zakładać kaptur. Nie, no dobra, nie. 5%. Nie wiem, walka. A, tutaj też mam rzeczy. Eksploracja. 1 z 2. A rozwierz łamigłówki Merlina. A, chciałem iść na mapa. Kolekcji nie ma. Tutaj mam iść. Kawał drogi. Zaginione astrologium. A nie, to muszę znaleźć. Przejdę. Wolałbym miotłę albo coś.
Young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially
Potato! Stupid one!
To wszystko? Grzyby, zbieram grzyby. Oj, przepraszam.
Revelio.
Chłopie, ile ja się namęczyłem, żeby tą grę uruchomić, to nie zdaję sprawy. Tak jest źle zoptymalizowana, że to aż porażka. I to jeszcze na tym moim nowym kompie. Na starym chodziło jak miód, nie? Ale tutaj to kurde. Czego ryczysz? Pająki? Zatogujemy pająki?
Accio! Incendio! Protego! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Gini. 10 level i tak łatwo idzie? Nie wierzę. It's Tuesday, ain't it?
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track.
No.
Levioso! Incendio!
Co tu? A choćby odzyskać mu te obrazy. Wolałbym miotłę jakoś, żeby sobie polatać. Dziwią grafikę. Miód. Chociaż gdzieniegdzie widzę te glicze takie graficzne.
An encampment. This must be it.
O, mam gryfa to i miotłę. No to muszę jakoś...
Seems quiet. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Pokonamy tego za pomocą starożytnej magii. Ukradnij belt kuszy strażników royalistów. Ukradnij belt kuszy. A jak ja to zrobię?
If only I could get my hands on Fig or that student.
Revelio.
A to od kogoś mam ukraść, czy jak? To zobaczymy. Ukradnij belt kuszy strażników royalistów. Kurde.
Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! No! Protego! Stupid!
Dobre.
If only Renrock were here to see this.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Yes.
I'll bury you in that deep. You won't stop.
Levioso! Incendio!
Oh.
Accio!
Easily diverted.
Levioso!
Losing your stride.
Accio! Incendio!
I know.
Accio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Levioso! Incendio!
I've been fighting since before you were born. You can't stop us.
Accio! Levioso! Accio. Incendio.
Yes.
Accio. Incendio.
To mogę rozwalić?
Levioso.
Nie?
When are you going to give up? But this is sad. It really is.
Jak to zginę? Twoja przygoda się zakończyła. Spróbuj ponownie wrócić do ostatniego... Co? Ale jak?
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter. How many of you are there?
Such arrogance.
Revelio.
A, dobra.
Was that your best? Your spells bounce off of me.
Accio.
You won't stop me. That was meant for me. Easily diverted.
Levioso. Incendio.
You won't get away with that.
Accio. Yes.
I've been fighting.
Incendio.
Enough of this nonsense. Intend to die, do you?
Stupid one. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
You won't get much this now. You are terribly outmatched. Surely you
Accio.
can see that.
Incendio. Stupid. Accio. Stupid one. Accio. Levioso.
Fortunate end.
Accio.
No.
Levioso.
Czekaj, jak to czerwonego się...
Always on the defensive.
No chodź tu, chodź tu.
Incendio.
Complexly charmed. Cards returning to arms.
You're very weak.
Protego. Stupid one. Accio.
Dobra.
That was quite something.
Revelio.
Ciemno jak tutaj. Mogę zabrać jeszcze. A na dole jest mój ten... życia. I dobra, co ja sobie mogę zrobić? Wypad czegoś służy. To je... palić.
Incendio. Revelio.
To będzie gotowa.
Accio!
Aha. No chyba nie.
Revelio!
Te kulki tu trzeba postawić. A kulki, no.
Accio!
O, dobrze. Dobra, ja to zjął. Sprawdź to. Ja dzięki wielkie. Nawzajem. Trzymaj się, do następnego. O.
Revelio!
O.
Accio!
Jeszcze. Tam jest.
Accio!
Gdzie one są? Już to jest komponowane w ten.
Incendio!
A nie.
Accio!
Jeszcze jedno?
Revelio! Accio!
Kulki brakuje. A.
Not so tricky after all.
Jej. Na 118. Czy trochę czasu mam? No i co? A po co ta skrzynka jest?
Accio! Accio!
O.
Revelio!
O, właśnie. Chyba by się tu stało. Jest to coś jeszcze? Nie. Nie ma. Dobra. A pana. Mapa.
Revelio!
O. Zamknięte.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi.
Hello.
And this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
You may have noticed we have a bit of a rivalry with Upper Hogsfield. Not much to it, but we're still the better of the two Hogsfields. Better than most other places, too.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
If you're here for my
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my wares.
Revelio.
Accio.
Scrope? Who is Scrope? Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Pumpkins? Ah, I think I know just the place. Revelio. Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick. Oh. Accio. Incendio. This looks intriguing. Revelio. Revelio. Accio.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And the ring.
Yeah.